Technology helps make information easier to access, and we use it every day in the computer magnet creating projects and stuff to show what we've learned.
I've learned skills about producing a TV show. I've learned how to use Photoshop. I've learned how to use professional cameras. I've learned some 3D animation and just all around basic technology.
I've learned to use a lot of different applications to different things, a variety of different things. I've learned how to write HTML code. I've learned how to digitalize photos and stuff in Photoshop and stuff of that sort.
I love technology. We use it a lot. It's very good to use because it's basically how the United States makes money right now, because information technology is very good. That's why we use it a lot.
Also, the diversity that is incorporated into the program is really beneficial because you get photography, writing skills, video intern skills, all of these things to combine yourself into a multimedia artist.
It's more helpful because when you look at everything, you can more expand your mind, and when you do that, you feel you can understand people more and not necessarily just keeping things in your own little bubble. You can open up.
I think I have an advantage over kids who don't get to use technology because it helps me understand my work better.
I feel like I'm probably more updated on society probably, and I'll learn things faster and know how to do more things because with technology that's basically the way we learn nowadays.
I would like to do software engineering or aerospace engineering somewhere in that area. So I think this computer skill will really help me somewhere in life.
Definitely working behind the scenes, working with computers, working with editing, producing, so that's pretty much what I want to do, and so it's awesome that I'm learning it in high school.
I feel like I have a lot more skills in today's current society because everything is becoming technology-based, and since I have all this previous skill I've learned here in high school, I feel like I'll be able to go further in life.
Screenagers?
Honestly, I don't even know what that is.
Screenager, it's pretty accurate for most teens. We go on internet and use technology a lot.
Screenagers? That's new. I think it means teenagers who just look at whether it be a phone screen or a computer screen all day.
Screen age.
Maybe the screen ages you or something.
It sounds like it means teenagers who are stuck on their computers and stuff like that and glued to it and don't get out enough and don't get enough exercise and stuff.
Screenager? Have no idea. Sounds like something from a horror movie.
Meaning that we're always at the screen as teenagers or something. I think it'd be a perfect word to describe us because if you think about it, most of the time we are at a screen, either if it's your iPod, your cell phone, your computer, TV, anything, you're always at a screen doing something, so perfect word.
Screenager. I've never heard the term screenager before, but it's pretty accurate. Technology is so incorporated into teenagers' lives nowadays that it's important to mold it into something productive and positive rather than being glued to a TV or glued to a computer screen all day long and wasting time that you could be building more life skills.
I do teach in what's called a computer magnet, but it's a little different. When people ask me, oh, what do you teach? I just say technology, and I'm really excited about that. I'm in a computer lab, and kids are on the computers every day. They have their own computer. Years ago when we were teaching technology, kids had to share a computer, or it's just great that they're on every day, which is really what most working adults are on every day. If they're in a certain industry, they're pretty much on a computer every day, so it's great training for these guys.
My students make short feature video packages for various purposes. They use Final Cut Express, a digital HD camera, and obviously a computer to put these packages together.
I enjoy teaching, which the kids enjoy learning. That's probably why. But we do a lot of multimedia where they're capturing things on video, putting them together on a computer, telling stories, editing them together. So anytime we get into that, I actually teach a class that produces our school's daily television announcements. It's 10 minutes a day, and that is enjoyable. It's all done with computers, and we record stuff and green screen it and put it in special effects. And every day we put a 10-minute show out for the whole school, as well as post it online. So that's my favorite part for sure.
My newspaper class publishes an online newspaper. A few years ago we decided to go paperless, and so students write their articles, and we go through a normal editing process on paper, but then they have to upload their articles to a site where an editor then goes on and electronically edits their final copy, and then that's posted to the website, which is our newspaper. So students are gaining experience through technology in that class, where doing digital publications rather than hard copy.
To think about education in 10 years, where it will be, I have to stop and think, where was it 10 years ago? It's making such rapid changes all through technology that I honestly can't even really think where it'll be in 10 years. I know that 10 years ago we maybe at our school where I teach only had a handful of computer labs, where now we're up to 10, I believe, or more throughout the school. So maybe in 10 years we'll be at 20, 25. Will kids be bringing laptops, iPads to class? I know in college there are certain colleges where they're assigned computers. Are we that far away from that in high school? I don't think so. It's just going to be incorporated into our daily lives as it is more and more.
I think that America's starting to see that we should put more money and more time and effort into helping the children with education, and I think in like 10 years, places that don't usually get a lot of technology or the newest stuff, and like the kids will be held back because of it, will actually get the new technology, because I think the government's starting to see that educating our children should be the foremost before anything else, and I think more of our funding and taxes will be going towards that.
I feel like they're just going to get better and better. Like, there's a point where I feel like right now I'm just like, what's next? Like, they used to think like the television's this big. Now they're as big as you want them to be. It's like, now I feel like I'm at the point where like, what could be better than this? But so I can't even think of what's going to happen, but I know it's going to be just like unheard of, like the flying car or something like that kind of thing. So kids will be riding their like hover skateboards to school.
I think computers will pop out of desks. that would be pretty cool. I mean, if they had that in 10 years, instead of having to walk all the way over to the desk, we'd have segways each present to a student. But I think it's going to be very interesting to see where we will be. But who knows? We might have cyborgs.
Because technology nowadays is coming up with new stuff every single day. So I know that in 10 years, it's going to be amazing, different.
Crazy how much technology they'll use. They'll have their own laptops. They're gonna have more technology than we ever did.
I think life is going to depend on technology.
It might be too controlling if we don't find some sort of limits on it. and we're going to have to find some sort of balance because it's starting to take over everything, and we're starting to use it and rely on it way too much.
It's going to be in every single class, even in French class, Japanese class, even in social studies class. It's going to be in every classroom, I think.
In 10 years, certainly, and in 3 years, I think there'll be no textbooks anymore. I think that everybody will have like a Kindle-type device that will be given to them, on loan from the school, and they'll be able to download all their textbooks on there, which will be a huge difference. I think electronic devices are going to be a regular part of the school. Like right now, we have so much trouble with kids with cell phones. I think cell phones, which mostly will, in 3 or 4 years, everyone's going to have an Android-type device. I think it's going to actually be part of the classroom. There'll be ways for teachers to communicate with students and parents, and through those handheld devices and all that kind of stuff.
I believe you have to stay up with the technology curve. It's just hard to do. But when there's new stuff that comes out that you can incorporate into the classroom or into your life, these young people know about it. I think as educators or parents or older people, we also need to stay ahead of that curve and understand what we can use technology for to better our lives.
Or, are you kicking him? Yes, because he's making me mess up. I think we might have what are the things called that you pop up? Pyro, what are they called? Darn Skippy. What are they called?
Alright, are we going?
We're going.
Are we rolling?
We're rolling.
Okay. What do you want me to start with? Okay.
Guys that pop up off the computer and they're little, you know what I'm talking about? The computerized things. What are they?
I use it like a lot because, first of all, I really like to get on my phone.
You certainly don't text in class.
No comment.
I don't know what I'm thinking of hieroglyphics. It's not hieroglyphics.
Okay.
They're always shown in the future, and
a lot of schools lack. Okay, hold on. I don't like that.
Okay. Hologram. A hologram. There you go. Hologram.
And also,
You're fine. You're fine. Do you use your cell phone in your class? Be honest.
No. Cell phones are against school policy, so when I do use them, you don't know about it.
Like from my freshman year, I would be doing like 8,000 text messages a month. But I looked at my records last month, and it was only 4,000 and something text messages. So because if you think about it, like people rather text and have full conversations on the phone, and in school you can't just be on your phone, so people text. So different times.
You certainly don't text in class.
Oh, of course not. Of course not.
Good answer.